Hi there, it's Sheree from Sheree's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Today my project is this fun little rocket box. I put a photo of it on Facebook and I got quite a good response asking for a tutorial. This is the original one I put on with the long tassels to represent flame, but I've also gone ahead and done this one which has the windows in. I'm going to make this one today, and you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 8 1/4 by 6 inches. Now I have started to score this because I started and then my camera died. Typical. So with the long side at the top, you're going to score at 2, 4, 6 and 8 inches. You're going to notch at 1, 3, 5 and 7 inches. Then flip it over and notch again at 1, 3, 5, 7 inches. With the short side at the top, you're going to score at 2 and at 4 inches. Put away your scoring board, but keep your stylus, because you are going to score where you have your horizontal and your vertical meet in the corner. You're going to go from one corner to the notch, from the notch to the corner, and you're going to do that right away across till you get to the very end, and you will just have your tab and you'll go from that corner to the notch. So using a steel ruler, go from the notch at the corner to the notch, from the corner or from the notch to the corner, whichever you prefer, from the corner to the notch. It's quite difficult actually to see the notch on this paper, so I probably should have picked an easier paper, but never mind. And again from the corner to the notch, from the corner to the notch, from the corner to the notch, and repeat on the bottom. So you're going to go from your corner to your notch, notch to corner, corner to notch, notch to corner, and corner. Can't see the notch. It's there. So from corner to notch, from notch to corner, from corner to notch, from notch to corner. And there we are. There we have our box virtually made, and all you want to do is with your bone folder, make sure you really crease these these diagonal ones right into the corner, because it is quite fiddly. It wants to tell you there's not enough room, but with a little bit of manipulation you will get it in there. It just needs gentle persuasion to say yes, it is tight, there isn't a lot of room, but you will all fit. The bottom is quite easy, it's just the top that wants to be a little bit difficult. So make sure you do all your burnishing, so that's all your score lines, as well as your diagonal, horizontal and vertical. And then we do the same on the bottom diagonals, making sure they're really nicely burnished right into the corners. Like so. And I think this is quite an unusual box because we don't often make little boy boxes, but I think this would be ideal for a little boy to have some I've put little buttons in mine. I think it's quite nice to have a little something for a boy. So we need some sticky tear and tape along your narrow tab. There's no removing, no cutting, just tear and tape. And as you can see, it's just a fraction too wide or it won't focus. So when we take off our tear and tape backing, we just need to come along the edge and just fold it in on itself all the way along, and that will give you back a nice neat edge with no adhesive hanging over. Then make sure your box is perfectly aligned, otherwise it becomes a bit of an issue once we start putting it together. Oh, what I should have done before I sealed that is, if you're going to put the windows in, you fold that in half, and with a template you use a 1.5 inch punch and you punch a hole, and then that gives you 2 windows, and then you slide it over so one of those windows is on the next, and you punch the hole, and that makes your windows. And I used a 1 3/4 inch square of window sheet for the windows. Right, now this is the tricky bit. The top, you've got your triangle, and you want your vertical line to go in, and you're going to pinch your triangle together, and you're going to do that all the way around. And as I say, it will say to you, I don't want to fit, it's not enough room. That's the seam, so you need to give that a little bit extra manipulation, and you just keep going round, and eventually it will succumb, and the last little one, bring it out again, push it back in, and just manipulate it, and then it all of a sudden it will say, okay, you win. Now you can, if you want to, put a little glue dot in each of your corners. I didn't, it held together quite well. Then pop, just keep manipulating it just a little bit more, just wants a little bit more, there we go. And the bottom, your vertical lines, you just bring out, and there you are, there's your rocket, your little rocket man. How cool is that? Now what I did, on this one I just did 2 holes, but on this one I did some extra punching. I just think it looks a little bit more effective. So with a handheld punch, where the triangle comes, the diagonal comes down, I aligned this bar to the top of the edge, and I brought that as near the punch hole, as near to that diagonal as I can, and punched, and then I did another one just off the edge, and you just do that all the way around, so it's near to the diagonal as you can, and to the end, and all the way around, using your bar as a guideline. Got the shakes. There we are. And then the ones nearest the centre, the ones that you're going to thread your baker's twine through. So pop off the sticky tape and just thread that through the hole, going all the way around, the one nearest the centre. doesn't it? Oops, it does not want to go through. And the last one. Now, as I said, the first one I put several colours through. I used the cherry cobbler and the golden. I left it long so it looked like the trailing of the rockets. This one I'm going to cut quite short and tight, so I don't need a lot of length, and just tie that nice and secure. Sorry, I'm off camera. Nice and secure, and I'm going to do a nice little tight knot and cut that off. You can leave it long if you want for your, as I say, your flames. I'm just going to cut mine quite short on this one, like there. Okay, so we'll pop that out of the way. Now, for the characters, I've used Father Christmas, a little elf, and Mr. Foxy, and they were from the Jolly Friends. This hat was this one, and I've used the Father Christmas, the little elf, and the fox. That's those, as you can see, and I've just coloured them in with a marker. And the hat, I used this little one here in Pear Pizzazz, and in this one I used Emerald Envy. Then I punched out, and then I punched them out with the corresponding Jolly Friends punch, and that was the hat, and this is the little piece here, and there's his little bobble. The Father Christmas one, which I can't, I've left him behind, you needed a slightly bigger punch, so I used the 1.5 for him, and I also used the 1.5 in a red for the backing for the sentiment. For these two characters, I used the one, did I use the 1 3/4 of the, no, I used the 1 1/4, there you go. And I used 1 1/4 in the matching paper, which I'm going to put on there with a dimensional, if I can find them. So just get a dimensional and pop that on the back there, move the backing and pop that on there like so. And for this sentiment I used Tiny Teeny Sentiments. I love that box set, use it all the time, and I cut that out with the little collar there. And again I'm going to use some of the edging of my dimensionals. If I can just get him to sit there. I might put another one on just to make sure it's okay. Cut that away from the edge just to secure it. I'm going to put another one on the edge there, and I'm going to pop that. It's gone over a little bit, so I'm just going to move in there, take off the backing and the backing of that little piece, and put my sentiment across the centre like a planet. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to use some fast fuse, or some, you can use, where's the back? That's the back, so we'll put you there. Santa Claus, let's see, that's the back, so that's the front. We'll have Santa Claus there, and we'll have Mr. Foxy on this side, and we'll have the sentiment on the front. And I think that's a really super rocket. And then you open it out of and you pop your sweeties in there. I haven't got any left, to be honest, and you just pop your sweeties in there, and as you can see, you just ease it shut, and now it shuts very, very easily. So there we are, beautiful little rocket, one with its flames and one with some windows. Well, I do hope you like this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. If you'd like any of the products used in this project, there is a link below to my shop, or there's one on my blog. If you'd like to come and join my team, I would love to have you on board. Again, there is a link below, or there is one on my blog. All the measurements and all the details are on my blog, so please pop across. It's Cherie Crafty Girls blog.wordpress.com, where you will find all the details and all the products and a tutorial. So leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, take care, bye.